Something else you're likely to see on the test is we have things that we call literal equations, right? This is an equation. There's multiple variables here. X and Y would be my independent and dependent variables, but there's other values here that I don't know. Probably a little bit more familiar to you is like the area of a triangle. Area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. But I could say, for example, let's say that I have a triangle that has an area that's equal to 100, and I'm going to say that its base equals 20. The question is, what is the height of that triangle, right? One thing we can do is we can take this equation and we can transform it so that the height is by itself. If I wanted to do that in this case, I would multiply both sides of this equation by 2. And if I multiplied both sides by 2, you can see that this would become twice the area, and that would equal 2 times 1/2 is just 1, so twice the area would equal base times, no, not times base again, base times height. Now what I'm going to do is, because I'm looking to get the height alone, is I'll divide both sides by the base, and I get twice the area divided by the base should equal the height of this triangle. Now, this is the task that I want you to be able to do, right? Is to transform an equation so that one of the variables I indicate is by itself. I'm going to verify that this is working by plugging in this value, the values that we have for the area and the base, and see what we get. So if I, for example, have an area of 100, this becomes 2 times that 100 divided by my base of 20. So we're looking at 200 divided by 20, which is exactly 10. So this says that, oh, the height, right, this is equal to the height would have to be 10. Now I want to come back in and just kind of verify that this does what I think it does, because if I was to take this value of the height that's 10 and I was to plug it into the original formula, right, 1/2 area equals 1/2 base times height, I should produce an area of 100. And I want to just do that as a check, right? The formula is the area equals 1/2 times the base of 20 times the height of 10. Well, 20 times 10 is indeed 200, and if I take half of that, I get that the area is 100. So this looks fabulously. Again, what our goal here is to, given a formula or a function or some kind of rule, to isolate one of the variables that's indicated. So here we isolated the variable h. H is all alone, and we can use h to find out, we can use this formula to find the height when we know the area of a triangle and its base.